Hello there and welcome to the Wandering Wolf YouTube channel. I'm your host, Mark Rhodes. Alongside me, as always, is my friend and co-host and good old Wolves lifer and the quizmaster today. It's Mr. Craig Forward. How are you, sir?
I'm very well. Good to see you.
Yeah, you too. Yeah, cracking shirt, by the way. I'm getting all the lovely things in for the quizmaster right now. You know, I didn't get the memo about the shirts today. Yeah, because our guest tonight and contestant. All right. Yes, he's a news and sports journalist for BBC Radio Wolverhampton. Please welcome Steve Herman. How you doing, Steve? You all right, mate?
Hello, guys. Yeah, thanks for inviting me on. And I'm looking forward to this, but I am nervous because you've talked about your record. You're 2-0 defeats, and
yeah,
I
exactly.
don't want to be the first one to lose.
I need one, Steve. I need this, man. I need this. I can't give out. I can't be giving it out. Oh, do you know as much as me about Wolves? Everybody's absolutely spamped me so far. So we'll see.
He says
if I do end up losing, my excuse is that I gave it to you out of sympathy.
As long as you've got the excuse sorted already, that's fine.
Now, before he loses this one, he's going to change the format, and we've got to come up with something new. So
we've already got multiple choice to help me. But before we do the quiz, mate, how's it going on BBC Radio Wolverhampton?
Yeah, it's really good. I have to admit, I was bowled over by the reaction to it because we announced it 2 days before we launched it. It was quite a bit of a whirlwind doing it, and but the reaction to it has been really positive. And the whole idea of it's a pop-up radio station, and of course BBC Radio WM. Yeah. But it focuses on a bigger area. It's Redditch down North Worcestershire way. It's up to South Staffordshire, Tamworth, and Rugeley that way, and then to the Shropshire border, the Warwickshire border. It's massive patch. So doing BBC Radio Wolverhampton, and I used to work at Beacon Radio, which was
Beacon
Road, Wolverhampton.
Old school.
Beacon Road, exactly. I'm showing my age, aren't I? In radio.
Yeah, me too. Don't worry about it.
I worked at a lot of radio stations that don't exist anymore. I jumped at the opportunity because lifelong Wolves fan, got the shirt, Mark.
I know. I've had a shocker here.
Yeah,
what a shocker.
But, got the shirt. Grew up as a Wolves fan, and it was privileged to be involved. And as I say, so far so good.
Yeah, well, fingers crossed it goes from strength to strength, because I think I speak for all of us when I say Wolverhampton, being a city, should have its own radio station, so it should stay for me, but there you go. Good luck with it all, and obviously good luck with it all, but not good luck with the quiz, because I need to win this, mate. All right.
I knew that was coming.
How do you think the Wolves are getting on this season, by the way? Because obviously after the win on Sunday, it's looking a bit rosier, isn't it?
Yeah, it depends at which point of the game you ask me in terms of how well it's going this season. It's been so up and down, hasn't it? I mean, in the first half it was that. And then in the second half, it was that.
That's really good. That's really good.
And, a mate of mine did that mug, and
so good.
Yeah, but that's exactly what it was like, wasn't it? And that's what it's been like in peaks and troughs this season. It's weird. I've done a few commentaries on some of our other teams for WM this season, and it's just weird. It's not the same, with the games behind closed doors, no fans. The biggest thing is, I know I haven't done any games at Molineux this season, but at all the grounds, they're still blaring the PA system really loud, trying to build up with the pre-match music and all that business. Yeah. And then suddenly, and you know what it's like at Molineux, it blows your ears off, doesn't it?
Oh, God, yeah.
But then it just shuts off, and then there's nothing, and you're so conscious when you're talking, because you're like, and that Wolves team they're coming out for the full this game live on BBC Radio WM, and then it goes really quiet, and you're like, everybody can hear me.
Yeah.
Nuno and everyone else could probably hear me, but
the referee tells you shush. Trying to referee the game here, mate.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not the same, hasn't it? And the point being, I think it has affected Nuno. It's affected the players because they are they're such a close knit team, aren't they? You know, so I think it genuinely has had more of an impact on Wolves than other teams, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I agree with that, and I think it's affected teams like Sheffield United because you know they had a fantastic season last season, didn't they? And they're looks like they're going down with a whimper this season. So I think certain teams and certain fan bases it does affect more than others. There's absolutely no question of that. But fingers crossed, it is the one and only season that we do not have any fans in.
Yeah. I think it's a write-off. This season's a write. Even if it was ready for April, May time, I wouldn't even bother. I'd write this season off. Call it the season with no fans. Level playing field, and next season build. I think after the result against Southampton, it's funny, isn't it? Because there were some fans looking over their shoulder and getting a bit worried.
I was one of them.
Look, I wasn't, only because I'm pretty confident the three that are there are going to stay there from what I've seen.
Even Fulham, they had a cracking win against Everton.
Great win, wasn't it?
It was a good win, but I think Burnley have got enough. Maybe Palace could get sucked into it again.
Yeah, Newcastle maybe.
Newcastle, Well, we've got a big game against Newcastle, haven't we?
After Leeds, that's that two big games, and you win both of them, and you're looking at not even top 10, you're looking at top 8. So
7 points. I think it's 7 points off 7th, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not saying Wolves are going to do that. I'm not saying we're going to do that again, but it's not as bad as it was, a few days ago, is it? So.
Completely agree. So fingers crossed we can have a nice run to the end of the season, and the lads can at least enjoy a holiday within the confines of this country. Apparently,
very nice this time of year.
It is very nice this time of year.
Nice.
So maybe Nuno can go on a beach in Cornwall somewhere.
Lovely, lovely.
I was thinking Technopool, lovely.
Technopool, yeah, that's even better. That's a bit more local, yeah. So this is the quiz part of it. So I'm going to hand you over to the quiz master, Mr. Craig Fulwood.
Okay. Well, welcome to this evening's quiz, gents. I hope you've both brought your superior knowledge with you, and I'll get straight on with it. How about that?
Okay.
So Mark, just, before we get into it, Mark's obviously played 2, lost 0.
Well, no, I've lost 2, mate. I've lost 2. I haven't lost 0. I wish I had lost 0.
My apologies. Played 2, lost 2. Sorry.
Are you doing any maths? Are you doing any maths questions?
There's no maths ones tonight. No.
Thank God for that.
Any half points, home away points?
We'll have to wait.
Oh, it's like question of sport. It's like question of sport. Brilliant.
And obviously the quiz master's answers are final.
Yes.
Not to be challenged.
Oh my God! Look at the power trip he's on already, Steve.
Yeah,
Come on.
Yeah. Right. Okay,
All
Steve,
right.
as our lovely guest this evening, you get to go first.
Fair.
Okay.
So here we go. Question 1. John Daddy Bodvarsson signed for Wolves in the summer of 2016 from which German club?
Oh.
Was it Kaiserslautern, Dynamo Dresden, Bayern Munich, or Wolfsburg?
Oh, blimey. I genuinely don't know. Random thing. I've been to Kaiserslautern Stadium. I went to the 2006 World Cup and watched Italy versus Australia.
Wow!
It's a nice stadium.
But did he play for them? Did
Did it?
He definitely didn't back then. I didn't see him there that day. Maybe it's because of the Wolves link, but I want to say Wolfsburg, and that's a total guess.
Okay. What's your final answer then, mate? Wolfsburg?
Wolfsburg. Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, mate, it was Kaiserslautern.
Oh, come on.
Oh no!
Unlucky, mate. Unlucky.
If it's any consolation, I literally just went blank. I
Really?
wouldn't. I didn't have a clue. I didn't have a clue, mate. Okay.
Bad start. It's a start just like the game against
Exactly.
I've got to fight back.
Second half's coming, Steve. You're all right.
It's a quit of 2 halves. Don't worry.
Indeed.
Okay, Mark, over to you.
Okay, mate.
What was the name of the competition that Wolves were eliminated from during the group stages in 1993? Was it the Anglo-Spanish Cup, the Anglo-Italian Cup, the Coca-Cola Cup, or the 7-Up Shield?
7-Up Shield! This is as good as the Dean Saunders stand.
Come on. 2 of those answers.
Yeah, I've got to say, I've got the easier one out of the 2. It's the Anglo-Italian Cup, definitely.
That's right, mate. That's
yeah,
right.
yeah. The 7-Up Shield.
Well, look, you haven't won one yet. I've got to that was an easy start to get you in.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Thanks. Appreciate that. Okay.
I can't wait for the Anglo-Spanish Shield.
Brilliant.
All right, good round. Okay, Steve, over to you.
Yeah.
Where did Wolves finish in the First Division in 1997-98 season?
Oh, wow.
League position, was it 20th, 15th, 9th, or 2nd?
97, 98.
It's obviously going to be a bit of a guess unless you know it.
97-98, that was the season that Wolves got to the semi-final of the FA Cup. So I don't think they did that well in the league. It definitely wasn't a playoff year. So that counts out. Was it 2nd and 5th, you said?
It's 20th, 15th, 9th, or 2nd.
20th, 15th, 9th.
I know what I'd go for.
Well, this is Steve's question.
I'm aware. I'm aware of this.
I don't remember it being just missing out on the playoffs. So I'm leaning towards 15th or 20th. So I don't think it was as bad as 20th. So I'm going to go for 15th.
15th.
Yeah.
The correct answer was 9th.
Yeah.
Oh,
unlucky.
Start.
Unlucky.
I did know that, Steve. I did know that one.
Did you?
I did, mate. Yeah.
Oh.
I did. Not to kick you when you're down.
I knew that.
Sorry.
Fair play. Right, Mark, second one for you. Who did John de Wolf remarkably score a hat-trick from centre-back against 1995? Who did he score a hat-trick against?
I want your question.
Was it A, Port Vale, B, Shrewsbury, C, West Brom, or D, QPR?
I'm pretty sure that it was a 4-2 victory against Port Vale. Yes, it was at their place and he scored a hat-trick against Port Vale.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's absolutely right. Well done, mate.
Yeah.
Don't give him bonus points for that.
Absolutely not, no.
But that's
Fair
impressive.
play, well done, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Did you know that one, Steve?
He did. He said he wanted my question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He knew it. He definitely knew it.
Right, Steve, next one for you. Oh, let's find
this has got to be like St Mary's from last season, 2-0 down.
Oh yeah. And there's 5 questions, isn't there? Oh
yeah.
God. Oh no.
Question 3 for you, Steve. Steve Bull was the top scorer for Wolves in the 96-97 season, but who finished second that season with 12 goals? Was it A, Don Goodman, B, Ewan Roberts, C, Steve Froggatt, or D, Jeff Thomas?
96-97.
Second.
I know. I listened to a podcast recently, the Jason Guy's Wolf Whistle podcast.
Excellent.
I listened to his.
Oh yeah,
it is really good.
Yeah, really good. Really good.
Check it out.
I've been reading his book, Tales from the Tape.
Tales from the
reason why I bring that up is because I listened to the Don Goodman one recently, and I know Don Goodman beat Bully to the top scorer once. At 96-97, he would have still been there because he left a year later. So I'm going to say Don Goodman.
Don Goodman. Steve, it's Ewan Roberts.
Oh, no, Steve! Steve!
You sounded so confident then. I was like...
Is that the year that he scored an hat-trick against the Albion?
I think it was. I'd have to check.
Well, that's 3 of the 12.
It's Ewan Roberts, mate.
Oh, dear, this to win it.
Wow.
Unlucky, mate.
Dear me. Should have done my research, shouldn't I?
I'm starting to think I should have done Mark's questions a little harder. But never mind. Right, Mark, over to you.
Who did Ewan Roberts score a hat trick?
How many teeth has Ewan Roberts really got?
Okay, Mark. In 1998, Wolves won the 4th division by how many points? A, 1, B, 2, C, 5, or D, 10?
What was that you were saying before about having an easy question?
That's more like it.
What was the year? What was the year?
The year is 1998.
1998. And we won. We won what? We won.
Oh, yeah. The question is, 98. Is that right?
Yeah, we didn't win anything in 1998. Give me the right year at least.
We finished 9th.
Might have to scrap that one. Where have I had that from? I don't know. We might have to have a rethink with that one. 1998. That's not right. I told you I wrote them down quickly, didn't I?
It was 88 when Wolves were in the 4th.
Might have been 80.
I think it's 88 that it's supposed to be. We just go with a typo. I still don't know the answer, so it's a guess. 1988. Yeah, that's more like it because we. Yeah. 90. Say your question again.
That's my typo. Apologies. Quizmaster gets a buy. No problem. So,
we should both get bonus points for knowing that was garbage. That question.
I'll take a bonus point for this thing.
Just check and see if you're awake. Right, 88.
Just about
1988. Wolves won the 4th division by how many points? 1, 2, 5, or 10?
Well, if Bully's scoring over 50 goals in a season, was that the season?
What's that got to do with it?
It means that we were so far ahead of everyone. So I'm gonna go 10.
You're gonna go 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it right?
No, it's 5.
No. I hate it when you do that. You go, yeah. And I go, I've got it right. No.
Okay. Lucky, mate. Well.
Oh, he's still in it, Steve. He's still in it.
Lifeline. It's a
Unfortunately, there's no bonus points for fact checking the quiz.
Is there not? There should be.
Right. Okay, Steve.
Yeah.
Over to you. Which Spanish club did Wolves beat 2-1 in a friendly in August 2010? That's 2010. Is it Athletic? A, Athletic Bilbao, B, Real Betis, C, Celta Vigo, or D, Barcelona?
2010. See, there was a famous friendly which I went to in the 90s against Barcelona.
Oh yeah, didn't Bully score?
I've got the program somewhere downstairs. But what were the other? It's not Bilbao. Did you say Bilbao? It's not Bilbao. What was the other two? Celta Vigo and who?
Real Betis.
Betis, wasn't it?
Oh, blimey. When you say, Mark, Betis, wasn't it? Does that mean that you know it? And
I just knew the four teams.
Oh, interesting. Mind games.
I would keep my mouth shut.
So that leans me towards that, but
just playing with your mind, Steve.
You are, because I need to get 1 point at least. I'm going to say Celta Vigo.
Celta Vigo.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Bilbao, mate.
Oh, it was Bilbao.
Bilbao.
No.
I would have gone Celta Vigo, mate, as well. I thought it was Celta Vigo.
Really?
Yeah. I could say I knew these. I knew all of these.
I knew.
I hardly know any of them.
This has been ramped up. This has from the two that I've watched already.
Yeah, I know.
Mark, question 4 coming at you.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Who became Wolves' new shirt sponsor in the summer of 2004? Was it A, Doritos, B, Chaucer Consulting, D, C, Sporting Bet, or D, Goodyear?
2004.
Yeah.
I don't think it was Doritos, because Doritos was the season before when we played in the playoff final.
Good knowledge, that is. Good working out. I'm not saying you're right.
I like
your thought process.
Doritos was the sponsor when we won the playoff final. So that was the year before. So if it's 2004 and it's a new sponsor, what are the other three, mate? Sorry.
Or they could have kept it.
Or maybe.
It's
there was a new sponsor.
It's Chaucer Consulting, Sporting Bet, or Goodyear.
Oh, it's Sporting Bet, I think. No, wait. Do I have to? Is that?
No, nothing, not taking any answers.
Okay.
Next thing you say is final.
Okay, all right. Because Sporting Bet was the Mick McCarthy years, so that's gone. Because I can see Matt Jarvis and all those players in Sporting Bet. What were the other two?
Okay, you've got Doritos, Chaucer Consulting, Sporting Bet, or Goodyear.
It's not Goodyear. Well, if it's not a new sponsor,
who became Wolves' new shirt sponsor in the summer of 2004?
Okay, so it's not Doritos, it's not Goodyear, it's not. What's the Chancey?
Chaucer Consulting.
Chaucer Consulting. I've never heard of it, but I think I'm going to go with that because the other three just don't sound right to me.
Okay. Well, you've got there at the end. Yeah, that's right.
Was it right? The longest-winded way of getting anywhere ever. Yeah.
Brilliant. Well done.
It's a route. It's a route.
Sorry, Steve. I've been. Would you have said that? Did you know that one?
I probably would have done the same
elimination. Yeah.
Process of elimination.
It's funny. It's turned into a 40-minute video.
Working out that, yeah. Fair play. It's not all nice to see you working out.
That's true. Like this.
In fairness, first instinct was Doritos, but as you said straight away,
yeah.
that was the playoff final.
Yeah. So if that was a year before, that was a year. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. I'm happy with that.
I like that. That was really good.
Cheers,
that? Is that 3 or 4-0?
That's 3, unfortunately. Sorry, Mark.
Wait, sorry for me. 4, I'm winning. I'm fine.
Is this where you introduce triple points?
Oh, interesting.
What?
No, it's not going to be tonight.
You know what? Don't give me my ideas because that's good. That is going to happen one day. It is going to happen. Yeah.
I'm going to make a little note of that.
Especially when we start like telling him off for giving us the wrong question, the wrong year question.
Oh, that was just a test. Well done.
It was good. Yeah.
Well done. Okay, Steve. Last one for you, mate.
I need to get one.
Come on, Steve.
You need to get this one right. So Steve Bull played for England at the World Cup in Italy in 1990. But how many international caps did he earn? Was it 3, 5, 7, or 13?
13.
Yeah.
Correct. No messing about. Well done,
Thank you.
Well done, Steve. Yeah, good one.
I think 4 goals.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, should we have 5 bonus points?
Whoa, well, easy. Czechoslovakia, Scotland, and Tunisia.
Yeah, he came on for John Fashion. I'm just vomiting facts now about Bully.
I need that book. Yeah. Well done, mate.
Well done, Steve. Right, last one. Well done, mate.
Okay.
Steve, right. Mark, over to you. Last one.
Okay.
Which club knocked Wolves out of the first round of the 2014-15 League Cup? Was it A, Northampton, B, Cambridge United, C, Crawley, or D, Kidderminster Harriers?
I don't think it was Kidderminster Harriers. I don't think it was Chorley, because it probably would have been in the papers again. What was it, Northampton and?
Cambridge.
I'm going to go Northampton, I think.
Going to go Northampton?
Yeah, I think it's Northampton. I think it is Northampton, yeah.
Interesting. Yes, that's right. Excellent. Well done, buddy.
Yay. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Good work. You've won one.
Yay. Sorry, Steve, mate. Sorry.
Right. As I said, I felt sorry for you.
It's very kind.
You did say that.
No, I did absolutely terrible. I wish I had your question.
Yeah, I must admit, I feel as though I've been dealt a better hand than you in this one.
They are potluck. They are potluck. I assure you.
Yeah, that's true.
Funny
That's true.
going on.
But before we finish with you, Steve, what do you think is going to happen going forward with the team? Because we chat all the time on social media, and it does get a bit not with yourself, but with other people. Like, it gets rather heated. The discussions start getting like, what we're going to do is Nuno staying? What formation are we playing? Who's playing well? Who's not? Who's going to stay? So we'll see, I suppose, won't we? So what do you think? What do you think is going to happen going forward?
Yeah, well, I think for this season, if they can creep into the top 10, then that will be a bonus for this season. I think the biggest thing is, regrouping at the end of the season, because at the end of the day, this squad hasn't had a proper pre-season since, you could argue, the championship winning campaign, because the season before the Premier League, they went off to China for a long-winded tour. Mm-hmm. The season after that, we played Crusaders in the July, and that was no pre-season. And then, of course, lockdown and all that. So it's been a crazy tight turnaround. I hate to use the word transition. I don't want to say that, but let's be grateful that players like Pedro Neto have stepped up to the plate. I think Podence, when he can be injury free, will be absolutely quality. And one thing, because I watched your post-match on Southampton, and I think Willian Jose, in fairness, I'm going to disagree with you a little bit, because I think he's a decent addition as a backup. To me, he's not as good, but I think he's a bit like Fernando Llorente was at Spurs.
Okay.
But he'll never get past the first man in Harry Kane, but he was decent to have off the bench. And if you watch what he did against Southampton, I mean, of course, as a striker, he wants goals, but he laid off the header, which then Neves played to Neto, and he ended up scoring. To me, he links up the play well. And for Neto's goal, if you watch it back, he actually got himself into the near post, and normally that would have been a cut back to him. He might have scored. So I think he's one of these players that's doing a lot more off the ball than he is on it, if that makes sense.
I think that's really fair. And also, with him, he has come from a completely different league, and we've just basically said, here you go, stick him right in there, and do the business. But my question to you is, if Raul Jimenez doesn't come back 100%, and really hope he does come back and he's able to play at a certain standard, and if he does, obviously he's first choice. If he's not available, is Willian Jose a replacement for Jimenez? Is he good enough to take us to that next level, or do we need to get a better player up front?
If Raul Jimenez wasn't coming back, like you said, let's hope he does. I think with the season being a write-off, don't rush him back. Let's get him ready for next season. Don't worry about this season. There's no point bringing him back for this season. But no, if Jimenez was out of the equation, you do need someone better than Willian Jose. But I think he's a lot better, certainly right now, he's a lot better of an option than Fabio Silva, who unfortunately I think he's been thrown in the deep end and looks a bit lost. And he doesn't, in my opinion, suit the system Wolves are playing. Going back to Jose, he suits our system because for me, he frees up space. He might not be scoring goals, but he frees up space for Neto and Traore to do more and do the damage. And that is the impact that I think he's having. If it'd be nice if he got a goal or two, but so long-winded answer to your question. No, he's not a direct replacement for Jimenez. We need Jimenez back, but I think he's a decent backup. So
yeah, he's doing the ugly things well, isn't he? I suppose. Yeah, you really do, and that's absolutely probably, fair point. That is.
Silva can't be doing that because he probably hasn't learnt that side,
and he's also too lightweight. He gets knocked off the ball too easily. So I think
he's a kid. He's a kid, isn't he, Fabio Silva? He needs to bulk up. He needs to strengthen up. The only criticism of Jose, I would say, is that, and like what you said, it's perhaps adjusting to the Premier League in that he is he's probably about 2-3 yards off the pace of the game. If he can add that to his game and anticipate the crosses before they come in, and that's probably the same for Silva in a way. if they can work on that, then we've got something. The big key is keep hold of Pedro Neto, because everybody's sniffing around. Everybody is sniffing around him now.
I think you're right.
Yeah, don't do what we did with Jota and sell him.
No,
but the
absolutely.
difference with Jota is that Jota wasn't getting in the team. That's the thing. Like, we all thought at the time, that was a great bit of business for everyone concerned. It's only now he's gone to Liverpool and he's become an absolute worldie that we're all going, oh God, 40 million, that's an absolute steal. Yeah. But at the time, everybody was happy, weren't they? Because like Nuno wasn't giving him minutes, and Liverpool have got like this hidden gem that, you know, Klopp's just gone, yep, we'll have him. Hopefully they won't do it with Neto. What we said after the Southampton game was, we need to build a team around this lad, Neto. I really do think he's that good. You know, he's 20 years old. He's only going to get better. But if you look at... Steve, what do you think going forward? Do you think we should experiment now? Do you think we've got enough points to be able to do that with the back line, with the midfield, you know, going forward? Is it going to be a back three until the end of the season? Are we going to change it up to 4 at the back, and then, you know, try and make it a bit more attacking, fluid football that we used to?
I think I'd prefer that.
Yeah, we all would, mate. We all would. Yeah.
I think to me, from what we've seen so far this season, he's going to change it. 3 at the back, 4 at the back. He's going to mix it up, isn't he, depending on the opponent? And I can understand it in a way, but I thought it was interesting, the debate that you guys had about Conor Cody and where does he fit into a change of system. That's going to be interesting going forward, because I think not just on the field, but off the field, he's absolutely key. I think it's not the time to experiment yet. Because what is it, 30 points? You know,
30. No, I agree. Yeah, it's 30 points. Fulham are up to 18 points with a game in hand, but we are above a lot of we are 12th, so we're looking up instead of down. But
we've got a big week coming up.
It's a massive week because you've got 2 really, really winnable games here. We've got home to Leeds, and then we've got Newcastle, who, let's be honest, not the best team in the world, the way that they're set up by Steve Bruce. I think they could be sucked into a relegation fight, if I'm being honest. But what I'm saying, Conor Cody, you bring up Conor Cody, it's really interesting because you've got 2 players who, like John Ruddy, for example, Conor Cody, 2 massive influences off the pitch as well as on the field. And we were talking about players that you would keep and nurture to take us to the next level. Do you think Conor Cody, not so much John Ruddy, because, you know, he's a backup keeper, but Conor Cody, is he the club captain going forward if we want to make it into Europe consistently?
Well, I think he is a really important cog. You know, I think he's as important as Nuno in terms of the setup and the way the team. It's not like, you know, because Danny Bart was the captain, but clearly he wasn't. I mean, great leader, great guy, and great defender for the Championship, but clearly his level was the Championship. I think Conor Cody has progressed into an international quality footballer. Whether he can play in a back 4 is still up for debate, I guess. It will be interesting to see whether he gets in the next England squad, because his form since the last internationals hasn't been as
it's dipped,
as
hasn't
good.
it? It has dipped.
But I would say it's a bit rash and a bit soon to say whether it's time for him to go or not, because I think, you know, there's not many clubs that Conor Cody would leave us for. I think Liverpool is one. Liverpool is the one club that he would go to. Yeah. And you could easily see him going to Liverpool and flourishing like Jota has. So I think it's kind of it's careful what you wish for. Basically.
Yeah. It might be counterproductive to get rid of him. But yeah, it's just, I suppose what we're thinking is that the whole defensive setup, it needs a look at, doesn't it, in the summer? Because you've got Saiss, you've got Kilman, you've got Bolly, you've got Cody, all centre-backs that bring something a little bit different. But are they going to take... we're talking about aspirations, like what are our aspirations going forward? Are we going to overhaul a lot of the players?
I think we'll be making a marquee signing, you know, a big...
I hope you're right, mate. Really.
Yeah, I think it's needed. personally.
Yeah, we definitely need to. You're right, because you were talking, weren't you, about I mean the Jose Vitinha and Ait-Nouri deals. They're worth how much?
60 million. Yeah, well, at plus 60 million plus, and like the one player probably after you gave him such high praise, Jose, he's probably the only one that you'd pay that kind of money for at the moment. You know, especially if Marcel stays injury free, he's a great backup for Johnny. He's a really good backup for Johnny. And I don't know, like, are they going to sign all three of those players? I don't think so. I really don't think so. I think they'll pick one or two.
I'd be surprised, only because if you're going to sign a top quality centre back, then that's probably going to be at least half of that, isn't it?
Absolutely.
In a transfer fee, and after a pandemic, you know, no clubs have got an endless pot of money.
No.
But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I think it's write this one off, stay up, regroup, and
absolutely
let's look forward to something better, and let's look forward to a sequel of this quiz, because I want revenge now.
Absolutely, mate. You'll have to
we could do that, mate. We could do that. Well, Steve, it's been great having you on the channel, mate. It's a pleasure, and good luck with BBC Radio Wolverhampton. It's brilliant that it's there, and it's long overdue, and it should stay. But yeah, fingers crossed. We have a great end to the season, and cheers, mate. I enjoyed that quiz.
Thanks, Steve.
I'm sure you did enjoy it. And thank you very much. I let you win for the nice words you just said about BBC Radio Wolverhampton.
Top man. All right. Cheers, mate. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, bud.